Hi there. Welcome back to your weekly channeled inspiration and oracle guidance. I am Kathleen L., and I am a suicide loss expert who works with specifically with parents who have lost a child to suicide. I'm really grateful to be here every week with you to provide some guidance for you for the week, to channel inspiration, and to help you have daily tips and tools on moving through your challenges in your life. If you're interested in changing the way you're responding to the grief that you're experiencing, if you feel like you wonder what your life has, what kind of meaning your life has, if you are living in your fears and self-doubt, if you need a community, and if you want to feel peaceful again, I have a new program that's coming out. On April 14th, we will be starting a 6-week program, and it's called Transcend the Dark, Repurpose Your Pain and Emerge from Your Loss. Emerging from your loss is such a critical shift for you. And you have to know, I'm feeling a little tongue-tied right now because I think it's really important for you that 12 years ago this month, this week, my son took his life. And I want you to know that you do not have to live in the pain that you're experiencing. You do not have to do this alone. You do not have to suffer in the blame, the shame, the guilt of all the what ifs and if onlys. And if you're interested in joining us on that, please just DM me, and we'll set up a discovery call, and we can talk a little bit about whether this program is meant for you or not. So please just touch base with me and connect with me so where we can work together to help you live in a more fulfilled, joyous, and connected life. Now, each week, this channeled inspiration it comes, and the channeled inspiration I received is take action. And before we get into that message, I also want to just say that we draw 3 cards from the Shaman's deck, the Shaman's Oracle deck, from Villoldo, Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron-Reid. And we create a story for you from those cards and the channeled inspiration for you to have additional information and guidance, so where your life can be different this week. You don't have to react to life. You don't have to be the victim of what's occurring. You get to create the life in which you want to lead. Please go ahead and say hello in the chat so where I know that you're here. Good morning, Mom. I'm so glad that you're here to join us. It's nice to have you here. And so let's just get started. As I said, your channeled inspiration is take action. Nothing changes unless something changes. I just mentioned this in the Grief to Belief Stepping Stones private Facebook group that I have for people who have lost loved ones. And knowing that if you take action, well, first of all, you have to change the action you've been taking if you want something to change in your life. If you are feeling heavy from the experiences that you're having, that you're experiencing right now, if you feel lost, if you feel like you can't move ahead, know that you can move ahead. And how you do that is by taking action. Taking action doesn't mean that you have to create this big checklist and have goals and or have a ton of goals and be just do. What take action means is that you get to choose how you want to wake up in the morning. You get to choose how you want to live your life. And by doing that, you take action with that. So one of the things you can take action on is how you start your day. I've mentioned this before in other videos, and I just want to reiterate it again today, is that if you were to write 10 things that you're grateful for every single day, that first thing in the morning, that will shift the way that you see life. And every time your thoughts go to something that might be negative or hard or difficult, you can bring that back to the moment and be grateful for where you're living in this very moment. Because as I've mentioned, if you're living in the past, then you're creating depression. And if you're living into the future, you're creating anxiety. And that means if you're living in the doubt, self-doubts, the limiting beliefs, and all the things that really create stress, anxiety, turmoil, and depression. If you do nothing else, take action and create a daily practice. That could be gratitude. It could be meditation. It could be breathing. It could be a walk in nature. Whatever you're doing, make sure that you connect inwardly and decide which action that you want to take. Don't let life dictate it to you. Take your power back and take action. Take the first step in the direction that you want to live. So with that, we're going to head to the Shaman's deck and choose three cards out of the Shaman's deck, and we'll see what story the universe has for us to give you a little extra guidance for the week. Oops, the first card just popped right out. Show us what we need or you'd like us to know this week. So we may be in our best, have the biggest impact and the least amount of effort with the most amount of joy. Show us what we need or you'd like us to know. It's good to have so many people here today. I'm so excited to have you here. Okay, please show us what we need to know. Oops, they're not coming out today. That one wanted to. Teachability, the fates, I love it. And this is the last one. I love it. So the fates, skywriting. The fates is that the things that happen, we get to choose. There's fates. Okay, how do I want to say this? What's happening around us, we have no control over. What we have control over is what's inside of us and how we respond to the world. And the fates is really like there's guidance here. There's support. There's fates here that can help us move forward in our life. Know that you're not alone. Now, skywriting for me, so there's little sacred geometry things here on the bottom, if you can see that. Is that the things that happen in our life could be that it was already planned, that we already planned this. And as hard as that may be, and hard as it may seem to hear when you're in the middle of difficulties and challenges, then it still is a fate. It still is an opportunity to pull that pearl out of that rough. As I've mentioned in other videos, is that a pearl is created by friction. And that's the sand and nature and water, and it's the friction, and it takes time to create the pearl. So everything that we're experiencing, we can pull something that we can learn from, that we can be. It's a teaching, so where we can shift old patterns and limiting beliefs. This is happening in our life for us, not to us. The hollow bone, we're teachability. We are teachable. So how you've responded or reacted to the experience that you're having right now in the past doesn't mean that's how you have to respond today or into the future. You get to change. And as I mentioned, the fates here, things happen in our life, and it's for our teachability. So this week, there are things that are happening in your life, and it could be very positive. It could be that you're getting messages, and they're teachability moments. They're moments that you get to see that we are not alone, that we are being guided, that we are co-creating our universe in our life. So know that the experiences are for teaching moments, for opportunities for us to shift the way that we see things, and choices and their consequences. So this week you're going to have choices. You're going to have the opportunity to choose, and you get to choose differently. You get to choose to create a morning practice. You get to choose to be grateful for where you are in this very moment. You get to choose to live fully and take a step in your healing journey. So if you're watching this and you have experienced a sudden and unexpected loss, specifically a loss of a child to suicide, please know that you get to choose. You get to choose to heal. You get to choose to live in joy and compassion for yourself and for others. And you get to choose to release the pain, the self-doubt, the blame, the guilt, the suffering. You don't have to live that way. So this week you're having all kinds of opportunities to do that. And I can't wait to hear from you how you choose to step into life just a little bit differently this week. Take action. Don't just sit here and watch. Comment on the videos, like the videos, share the videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and just engage in this community, because the only way that you are not doing it alone is if you actually take action and receive the help that you so dearly deserve, so divinely deserve. So I love you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing and commenting on your comments below. And don't forget to reach out to me if you're interested in joining us in the Transcend the Dark, and how you can repurpose your pain and emerge from loss. Take care and have a wonderful week.